Okay, so today we are going to do a really fun craft, and we're going to make these cute little paper sharks. Isn't that so adorable? So we're going to start out with the things that we need. So we need all of this stuff right here. So we need a half a piece of paper, a fourth a piece of paper. We need our strip of white paper. And then we need 2 googly eyes, and then if you guys want to use your paper clip to hold it while it dries, then you guys can use that as well. And then you guys also need your glue from home, or you can use tape. If you have tape, just always ask, your parent or guardian that you can use some tape. So right now I'm going to be using the tape just so that we can do this craft quickly so that you guys can follow along. So the first thing that we're going to do is you're going to take your half sheet of paper. This is kind of smaller than that because I messed up the first time. But you're going to take your half sheet of paper and you're going to roll it into a tube, just like this. And then you're going to secure the end of it with the paper clip for now. Don't glue it yet, just secure it, just like that. And then you're going to flatten this so that you get it nice and flat like that. And it's kind of like flattened in half with the paper clip securing the end. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut to the middle of the top with this. So you're just going to make like a little triangle on the top, just like this, so that you have your little mouth of what's going to be the shark. So it's going to be like this. A little mouth of a shark, kind of looks like a Pac-Man. So then you're going to take your paper clip off and you are going to unroll it, and you should have something that looks like this. The wider that you go, the less of these little peaks that you're going to have, or the smaller that you go, the more of the peaks that you're going to have. So for this example, we're only going to do 4 of the peaks with teeth so that we can fit all of our teeth along these, and then they can roll up to make the teeth on the inside of the shark. White strip of paper, and you're going to fold it in 4 folds. So you're going to fold it half, and then you're going to fold it in half again, just like that, so that each of these fit right on these little triangle pieces that you made, just like that. So then you're going to keep them folded, and you're going to make tiny little triangle cuts on the bottom of here, kind of like teeth. And it's okay, they can look jagged, they can look messy. That's fantastic because sharks have lots of jagged, rigid teeth. They have lots of uneven, they've got layers of teeth, lots and lots of teeth. So we want to make sure there's lots and lots of jagged little teeth in there. So then what you're going to do is on each of the folds, you're going to cut and separate each of these little pieces of teeth so that we can glue or tape them down onto our shark's little mouth on the inside. This is going to be the inside of our shark, so you want to glue them on the inside. You don't want to glue them on the outside. You want to glue them on the inside of the shark so that they can come out of the shark's mouth like that, because they're on the inside of a shark's mouth, not on the outside. That would be silly. So then you're going to take your glue or your tape. I'm using tape just again because we're going to go quickly on this. And you're going to set the teeth so that they just poke out on the outside. So you see this line right here? You want the teeth to just poke out just like that, so that they can just kind of emerge from the inside of the little shark's mouth. So then we're going to take this one and we're going to do the same all on the inside of this paper. I'm going to do that 2 more times because this one's going to be on the inside of the shark's mouth. You guys are more than welcome to do sharks on or teeth on all the little peaks, because again, sharks have layers of teeth, so you could do that and it would look even more realistic. But for now, we're just going to do this just because that's how much paper I had in order to do that. So then once we've got our teeth on this side, it should look like this with all the teeth a little poking out right there. And then on the other side, those teeth are going to be taped down or glued down on the inside. What we're going to do is while it's unfolded, we're going to attach, or actually, we're just going to do this. We're going to fold this up. So we're going to fold in our little thing again, and And then we're going to do it, and this time we're going to glue it in place. Sounds good? So we're going to glue or tape this right here, right on the outside of this. Make sure it's all good and glued down. Make sure to put that paper clip on there if you glue it so that it can hold nicely. And then we're going to make it a cylinder. There you go. So then now we have the little T in our shark, just like that. So I'm gonna have this one be the head actually. So this is gonna be the top of the shark. And what we're going to do next is we are going to take this, we're gonna cut out our back fin, this one right here, this back fin, and then we're also gonna cut out our top fin as well. And you guys are more than welcome to put side fins too, the little arms that they have. But we didn't do that on this one, we're just gonna do the back fin. But if you guys have enough paper, feel free to go ahead. So first we're going to we're actually just going to take this corner, and I want you guys to fold it down to make a triangle, pretty big. So you can fold it down wherever you want, honestly, and make that little triangle so that it, flaps open. As big as you want your tail fin to be, that's where we're going to make our triangle. And then I want you guys to cut along that triangle to make an identical triangle on the back side, just like that. So we're going to put this scrap of paper aside because we're going to use that, and then we're going to use this triangle. So you guys can do this two different ways, whichever way is easiest for you guys. You can unfold it and cut along the seam, or if you want, you can just go straight and attach this on the inside of both of these and have it glue down, or whatever you guys want to do. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you the tougher way, which is that you are going to keep this folded. But the way that you would do it is you would cut along this seam, and then you would take the two pieces, attach them to each side, and then glue them in the middle on this one, just like this. If you can see, these are two separate pieces, and you just attach them in the middle with tape, or you can glue them together like this, but they're attached on the inside of these. So that's what we're gonna do with this one for this video, because then it's less steps for you guys to try to do this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unfold this. I'm gonna take a tiny little piece of tape. You guys can take glue. Now if you're taking glue, you wanna attach it to the back of the corner, but since I'm gonna take tape, I'm gonna attach it right here to the front. And then you see this hollow inside. We're gonna take the corner of it, and we're gonna attach it right here to the inside of it, and then press down and hold, wait for it to dry, or with tape, just make sure that it's nice and stuck in there. So now you have this looking thing, just like that. And then you're gonna take the other corner, and you're gonna do the same. Now this one's gonna be a little trickier because you gotta maneuver in there and make sure that, it's stuck to the right place. We're gonna take it and attach it to the corner. Again, if you're gonna use glue, you're gonna attach it right here, and then you're gonna stick it right on the inside of there, just like that. Just like that, so that you have your little fin. Look at that. That's pretty good. All right, so then once we've got our fin attached, the next step that we're gonna do is we're gonna do our top, what is that called? Dorsal fin? Is that what it is? Yeah. So we're gonna do our dorsal fin. So pick whichever one you want to be the top of yours. I think I'm gonna pick this one because it's a little more tiny. And then we're gonna take our scraps of paper, and on the edge of here, we are going to cut a little triangle, just like that. And then we're gonna take this, and as you can see on here, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like this little fold right here that we taped or glued down. So that's what we're going to do on here. We're just going to take the very edge of this, and we're going to fold it down. So we still have a pretty decent dorsal fin, but we're going to take that little edge, and that's going to allow this little edge right here to stick. So we want it to be at a 90-degree angle, just like that after we fold it, and that's gonna be what sticks onto there. So if you have glue, you want to glue this little piece right here, and then stick it to the top. But for today, I'm gonna use tape. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually fold the tape so that you guys can actually see where the glue would go on this one. So I'm gonna roll my tape up. You guys can easily just stick a piece of tape on there and call it good. But I'm gonna show this just in case you guys are using glue. So you would put the glue right there on the bottom of that. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that, and you can put your finger inside and make sure that you can press it down really good, but you're gonna stick it right there on the top and press down, you can hold it, do whatever you guys need to do to let it stick right there. So then it looks like this so far, so that's really good. And actually, I'm gonna do some side fins as well because I have a couple pieces of extra paper. So we're gonna repeat this process for 2 little side fins too, so that you guys can get the idea of what that would look like if you want to do that. We're gonna cut out 2 smaller triangles. I'm just gonna make this really quick, just so that you guys can see what it would look like, right? So we're gonna cut out those, and then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna fold the bottom of that fin to make it look like a little 90-degree angle really quickly. Sorry, I'm doing this quick, but if you guys need to pause and follow along, that's totally, or pause and, do it. And for these, I'm gonna show you the other way that we did it for tape. So we're gonna take this, we're just gonna put the tape right on top right there. We're gonna flatten it nice and good, and then we're gonna make sure it's all bent again. And then we're gonna stick it right to the side, just like this. And if you guys, again, you can put your fingers on the inside of this little shark so that we can make it all good. So then that's what it would look like the other way, just like that, the fin. And then we're gonna do the other one just really quickly. Put the tape on there. And then do the same thing on this side. Just like that. So then you have some fins on your shark now. So we've got some googly eyes here. We're gonna add those onto our little shark to give it, a person, or to make it like a more realistic, I guess. As realistic as a paper shark can be, right? And I'm going to show some tape, but you guys will probably need to use glue for this part because it's a little bit difficult. But I'm gonna show you where you would put your glue with the tape. So you're gonna take the tape or the glue and you're gonna stick it to the back of the eyeball, just like that, and then go ahead and flatten it. Remember, sharks have their eyes on the sides of their head. Isn't that so crazy? They have eyes on the sides of their head, so it allows them to have really good, vision all around. So that's kind of a cool fact about sharks. So then we're gonna do that on the other eye, and then we're gonna put it on the other side of his face. We're gonna go ahead and stick it right on there, just like that. And then the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a pen, and we're gonna draw our little gills on the side of his face, because he is a fish, he can breathe underwater, and he needs gills in order to do that. So we're going to do this very carefully, because we don't wanna squish our little shark friend. But we're gonna draw gills right there, right next to his mouth, just like that. So then that's our finished product, our little shark friend, and I'm gonna name him Bubbles, because that seems like an appropriate name. So that's it. That's our craft for the day.